So far we have seen the two different types of syntax supported by LINQ, namely query syntax and method syntax. In this video we will see what are the difference between these two syntax types. Here I have created a new project called LINQ Syntax Differences, and I have created the program.cs, and basically I have consolidated the steps which you have seen so far. So here we have step 1 for getting the data source, step 2 for writing query, and step 3 for executing the query. As you can see here, I have consolidated the syntax for both the query types for step 2. So the first one is for the query syntax and second is for the method syntax. We will use this as a reference for illustrating the differences between these two syntaxes. This table summarizes the key differences between query syntax and the method syntax. First, the list of LINQ operators supported by each syntax differs. In the case of query syntax, it supports a minimal set of compared to all the sets available, whereas the method syntax supports all the operators available in LINQ. This picture summarizes the key point which I want to make with respect to the list of operators supported. As you can see here, the query syntax supports only a subset of operations which the method syntax supports. It also clearly shows that the method syntax is a superset. It supports all the operators available. The explanation given by Microsoft is that the query syntax supports some of the common operations which is being used by most of the developers. So whichever the operations are being used predominantly by the developers is being supported by this query syntax, whereas the other syntaxes which is available for the LINQ is supported by the method syntax. The second difference comes with respect to the usage of select clause in syntax. In the case of query syntax, the select clause is mandatory. Either you have to use select or the group clause. Whereas in the case of method syntax, it's completely optional. If you don't provide the select clause, then it will consider the type of the LINQ operation and then it will pick as per the data type used. For example, if you consider the sample which we have been using so far, here we have the select which is used in the query syntax. This is mandatory. You cannot skip it. If you're going to remove it, then at least you have to use the group clause. Whereas in the case of method syntax, this select is optional. So we can even go ahead and remove it and then use the straightforward the other operators. So what happens in this case is that the compiler knows that it is a method syntax and it picks the type as per the type of the variable. So in our case, it's a list of int. So it knows that it's going to return an integer type. The third difference is with respect to the ease of use. We have seen before that the query syntax are a lot simpler to read and write. Again, it depends on the individual preference, but the overall consensus and by the Microsoft as well is that these query syntaxes are simple to read as well as write. Whereas the method syntax, which involves including the lambda expressions, they become a bit difficult. The fourth difference, which in fact is a minor difference, is with respect to the lowercase or uppercase in the case of LINQ operators. With respect to query syntax, all are in lowercase, whereas in the case of method syntax, all the LINQ operators starts with an uppercase. If we go back to our example, we can see that in the case of query syntax, we have all these keywords from, where, select, all starts with a smaller case. Whereas in the case of method syntax, all these are where, select, and we have many different operators, all starts with a caps. That is one minor difference compared to the query syntax with respect to the method syntax. Finally, we come to the difference with respect to the compile time action. Personally, I feel this is one of the important points which you need to remember. In the case of query syntax, it finally gets converted to method syntax during compilation time. Although you have written in a different format, during compilation, the compiler converts them to the method syntax. So this is one key point to understand. So the query syntax is only like a synthetic sugar which you are using so that it is easier for you to read and write. At the end of the day, it's going to get converted to method syntax in the background. Obviously, this is not applicable for the method syntax because it's already written using the same syntax.